Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry about that, Shawnee. I didn't. I laid down to take a nap. In right up until about 9:30, and I heard Kentucky Goblin on the radio asking me if I was all right. But I'm here now. Get my coffee going. About halfway through the cup, so I should be waking up more. Yeah, I'm good. I was just rudely awakened this morning. Didn't sleep real good last night, and then somebody came by beating on my door, wanting a handout. Yeah, Pross. Sounds pretty good. That wouldn't wake me up, but it still sounds good. Yeah, yeah. They don't. They don't understand boundaries, and cutting ties with people, and things like that. It doesn't compute. So they come by, and I can't help it that they're in the situation they're in, but I can. I can be really helpful. I can offer a hand to help somebody out, but when it's like you're the only person it seems like they can run to, and they really don't deserve it. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. I can't, Shawnee. I don't know if you ever been in that situation, but yeah. What's going on, neighbor?
Nothing much. Enjoying this nice respite from this hot weather right now.
Yeah. Finally feels like the air conditioner is actually running. It's bad when your humidity level is so high that your air conditioner just says, "I'm done. I'm giving it all I got."
Yeah,
Captain.
yeah, it's not a crisp night or Shawnee. It's just pleasant night outside. If I went in here, I'd probably be sitting on the porch out there, or out there in the yard, one of the two. Probably. For a little while, anyway. Yeah.
What for all those freaking mosquitoes over here? It wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah. Something we got to work on, I guess. It's one of them things that you have to deal with in summertime, I reckon. Yeah, I don't know what our temperature is here. I'll say it's probably 70, probably. I can't see
You are. That was a very good guess because we were at 77.
Oh, well, again, I gave it my best try there.
I don't know what the humidity is, but
That's not much. It don't sound like it's much. It don't feel like it's much.
what? Hey, Carol. Wasn't much of a storm today. Boy, it had the wind to it though.
Yeah. I was coming back from Purville when it started raining, and I just took my time driving through the back roads back to the house. And yeah, it rained pretty good there. There's limbs on the side of the road and stuff here and there. You know, a pretty good little rain. It wasn't too bad. It didn't rain in most places, but we managed to get a little shower in here when we got home there. It was good on the garden and everything.
I mean, what we did get wasn't a bad rain.
No.
It was more than we've had in weeks. I can tell you that.
It was a good rain, for what it was, and we'd take it and be thankful for it.
Hey, Pastor McQuarrie.
But yeah, I ate my first tomato out of my garden today. My yellow tomato plant. It produced its first ripe yellow tomato. Of course, I know they produce more quicker because it's a great big thing. But, cabbage is kind of stunted a little bit, but yeah, you guys are a good one. Well, I come off that plant that gave you. Hey.
It's an early girl.
Early girl. Mm-hmm.
I don't think the early girls are supposed to get very big.
No.
But I ate the other one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, she went out there to the garden and picked that out, brought in and sliced it up, and we both ate it. My cucumbers are not popping out anymore right now. I got one little fat one on there. I guess I'm going to put something else on it or something, maybe some more Miracle Grow or something. What we need is a good rain. A good rain would bring it out right now. And my melons, I haven't checked them. My watermelon, I got two watermelon plants, and I haven't checked them. But yeah, it'll all work out, or it won't. One of the two.
Something I haven't tried yet is Kajari.
I haven't looked at my corn yet, but it's not going to be long on my corn. They're already tassels out in the top, so it won't be long. I'm going to be Johnny on spot when they come on. That's when they're coming off.
I'm not sure if the heat done it or some bug got them, but my marigolds, both of them are dead. I don't know what happened to them. It's gotta be
the heat. Could be the heat, dude.
Yeah, they just dried up, and I was watering them and everything.
That heat is not your typical ordinary heat that most people think it is. It's a little different, which I can't go into that rabbit hole right now, but I think it'll be pretty much evident for too long that everybody will realize that the heat is not the normal summertime heat from the sun. It's more to it, but yeah, it's that's what's getting everything. It's and I can't understand these idiots out there mowing their grass, and you look at it and it's just as brown. And I said to myself, "Oh my God, you're not going to have nothing there but a damn yard full of dirt before it's over."
And all it's going to take is somebody driving by with a cigarette they tossed out. Burn it all down.
Yeah, and it's right there in town too. They got it all nice, and oh my God, why would you want to do it? I'm not even gonna mow this week unless it rains significant. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna burn the yard up. I'm not gonna do it because it's too dangerous.
All those storms moved on up towards Passamaquoddy's neck of the woods. They're blowing right around us.
Them storms that today come out of the northwest and headed southeast. That's what those tracked today. But it's the same system, but it's just unless they change their forecast. They're talking day before yesterday. We're not going to get any more rain till probably about Thursday, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I'm going to have to get out there tomorrow afternoon, late when the sun goes down, and water my tomato plants and stuff. It needs it. I didn't water them last night or anything, but I'm going to. Now, I certainly didn't do it today because I don't do nothing like that on Sabbath. I don't care.
Did you get help with the cemetery?
Huh?
Did you get help with mowing the cemetery?
Yeah. I do it myself. Well, Eugene every once in a while will help me weed eat, but I'm not going to mow it. Actually, this coming week is actually the week I should mow it because I try to mow it every 2 weeks because of the gas prices and stuff, and I just don't want to go up there every week. It's just, and it'll probably be 3 weeks if it keeps on being dry like this, because I'm just not going to.
Jassy Sims, welcome in. So from Beth Schuler's channel.
What people don't understand about the lawns is that I like keeping mine not close, but on my mower, it's the highest setting is a number 5, which I go down to number 4, which is not too close and not too high. What you want to do, you don't want to get too close, because when you do, the grass is not accumulating moisture like from the dews of the night and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now you go out there, if you go out there about 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll see a nice dew on the ground out there.
Yeah.
And
welcome in, sweet thumb.
And truly, really the garden is actually getting water. It might not be getting a whole lot, but it's getting enough from the dew and stuff like that it'll happen alone. But one thing, Barry, I tell you, the weather is not like it was when I was growing up. stupidly unpredictable. We generally get our dry weather in August, and
Yeah.
it's starting early. And
So I was telling people the other day. I said we're getting. I think I think it was on Maureen's live. We're getting August weather now, and we're not even in. Well, we're tomorrow's July. Tomorrow starts
yeah,
first day of July.
yeah,
It's because August is normally that's our hottest time of the year here in Kentucky, and I don't know, just we're getting it early.
I see there we're past McCoy. You got a folding rain barrel. Rain barrels are a good idea. I don't have one out there. That's maybe I should look one up or find me a good plastic one somewhere or something, to catch rainwater. But you know,
I have one of my Amazon list. I don't think it folds, but I know you have to put it together. I think it's canvas is what it is. It's got a hole on the top with a grid that is supposed to keep large debris out of it,
mm-hmm.
and then it's got a spigot on the bottom.
Well, if you can find one somewhere, somebody's got. Well, I think they sell them too. Or up there in Waynesburg, they used to sell them in plastic barrels and stuff like that. There's a place up there that sold all that kind of stuff. It's used. If you can find something like that and clean it out real good and use that to catch your rainwater in, that's what I would. Something to water your garden with and stuff. But if you ain't got that, then what you was talking about there would work. I've never seen them, so I don't know what they look like. But these 50-gallon drums, so 50 gallons of water, go quite a long way. On my outbuilding out there, I got a place where I can put a little short guttering with a spout on it to run off in it if I wanted to. But I tell you got to plan ahead on things like this. It's you don't know when it's going to run into a dry spell, and then there you
go. Yeah.
My cabbages are starting to. She went out there and looked at them. She said they're not growing. Well, they got one that's about medium size, but they're not getting no bigger. I think they're stunted.
All right, Pat McQuarrie. Let me show this to you. And this company seems to be making everything under the sun.
Oh yeah, that there'd be fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's even got feet, to keep it stable.
How many gallons?
Full of water. Huh?
How many gallons is that? 50? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 50.
Oh, that's pretty good now. Huh.
This is a 53-gallon collapsible rain barrel.
I see it's got a screen on top of it, like you was talking about, to catch debris. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I see it right there.
How much is that run per person?
It did have a price, but because it's unavailable, I guess it's out of stock.
Oh,
I can't see the price, but we could compare it to other ones. And I'm seeing like $34 appear at the top, $49, $49.
That's still not bad at all.
Because look, if you order a brand new plastic 55-gallon blue drum, it's $129.98. but you go back to that Vivor, which is kind of like a canvas.
Mm.
You know, in just the fact that you could collapse it when you're not, if you're not like in the wintertime, you don't want that sitting outside.
No.
It's going to do any, you tear it up, and then you go to use it in the summertime, it won't be worth a crap.
Well, the sun will deteriorate it too. It'll completely deteriorate that fabric.
Don't you love it when they script stuff like put 2 leaves on there, make it look like debris. Again, it's waterproof. That's goes without saying. I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of the spigot in the middle. That's my only complaint.
My rain barrel bit the dust, and I've been eating a new one.
Oh, let's
rain barrel from Vivor.
turn that off. Well, I'll put.
It's so easy to put together. An idiot could do it.
Oh, here, look. Now, this will give you sort of an idea. The 100-gallon one. Good Lord. That's not a bad price. The 100-gallon one is $56.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yep. I can. You take one down. If you can find them used plastic drums there, it's cleaned it out real good. You know, you don't want to be putting any kind of chemicals on your garden.
Yeah.
But you can get you some of that screen mesh from Dollar Store or Lowe's and just put it over top of it. And if you didn't buy nothing like that, you could just put that screen over top of it and keep all the debris up. But yeah, that's a good price for that. I mean, you can take it down and move it, whatever, yeah.
Carol, did you enter in that drawing? I would. I mean, just even if my odds are pretty slim, I would have entered.
But
oh, you won! Wow, congratulations! Maybe you were the only one that signed up for it, which gives you really good odds.
Yeah, you can't lose with them odds, can you?
No. I won $20 on somebody's live stream the other day. Well, 15, but because they waited so long to answer my email, they added extra money to it. That was pretty cool.
On whose live stream?
It was Crystal Yarny.
Oh,
Chicken. One of her co-host. What was her co-host? They kind of split up the prizes and stuff. So they sent it to my PayPal. It said $20. I thought it was a mistake till I read the message. I like my rain barrel for the screen top and faucet spout at the bottom. Downsides of the flow of water is slow, of course, and the top where the screen is, it's a tiny opening.
You don't have to worry about Houstonville giving any kind of a ring barrel away. They could, but they're not going to.
Yeah, they're not good. Kentucky is very slim pickings on the giveaways.
You got to know people in there in order to get, sweet deals.
Yeah.
That's not, and there's nothing illegal in what I'm saying. I'm just saying you gotta know somebody that knows what's going on, because
Yeah,
you're not going to be privy to the special giveaways and what have you.
that's kind of like people who work for Walmart when they know that somebody wants a certain item, they'll be like calling them or texting them saying, "Yeah, we just got a whole bunch. You better hurry up, get down here." And when you get down there, there's nothing left.
Or they hide it back for them.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know that stuff goes on.
I know. Well, I'm in pretty good standing with one of the council members down in Houstonville anyway, but beside the point, it's just one council member. He can't control what everybody else does.
No.
Of course, he belongs to an organization also that's pretty familiar with everybody. And everything. I may ask you, hey, y'all giving away rain barrels down there? He'll probably look at me like I'm an idiot or something. But then again, he could go, who told you?
Yeah.
Who told you the secret? Well, nobody really. I just wondered.
At that point, they'd have to give you one because
I know. I said, that's what I would say. Hey, I know the secret now, so you're gonna have to give me one. Because if you don't, I'm gonna tell everybody. We got a place for people like you. Snitches get stitches. But I'm not a stitch. I just want a rain barrel. It's perfectly innocent. I just want a rain barrel. No, seriously, if you're lucky to get in a little thing like that and win, you better go get you a lottery ticket too.
Yeah.
At the same time. I believe that animal I seen went earlier when I was talking to you on the radio. I believe that could possibly be Eugene's dog up there. It's a yellow looking dog. And I believe pretty much it's
Huh. You don't think it'll mess with those chickens, do you?
Probably. If it got to them, it probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee it. I got to thinking that's possibly because it went in that direction, and I was watching it. Even when it was dusky dark, I could still make it out moving. That's how bright yellowish orange its fur was. It stood out. But when I first seen it, though, it didn't really look like that dog. But then again, it could have been. No coyote. I know it wasn't a coyote because they don't look like that.
No, it would have been. Sounds like it was too tall to be a coyote.
Yeah, and it's same different color too. Yeah, look at that. Look at that red dot back in there. What is that? The sun.
Yeah, I figured if I was going to be up at 6 in the morning, you might as well shoot the sunrise. I didn't stay up there very long. A couple, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes of video footage, 2 different files, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to try to go to bed. Hey, Passamaquoddy. Carol, I'll send you I'll send you like a snapshot of it. If you ever get a chance, you could paint it.
Well, you could do that if nobody buy it.
I don't know.
Everybody broke.
Diva seems to be doing fairly well with her merchandise, but
Well, we're already then. Sell some Kentucky sticks. Go back there and get you some sticks, and make you and put them in a bundle, a little small bundle. Tie them up real nice and sell them.
I think and the moon was off to the right. But every freaking time I would see it pop out from the clouds, I'd try to I was going to turn the camera or the drone over towards the moon. The clouds would be right up in front of it again. I was like, oh, I can't. I'm never going to catch that. So I didn't even try. I don't think that's fog. I believe that's haze.
That's haze. Yeah, that's not fog. No.
That cell tower is right here, and I could barely. Sometimes I could see it flash. That beacon at the top, I could see it flash every once in a while. You got to be just
to your right, right there where it starts being hazy, right there.
Yeah.
Right or no, right there. Straight that way is Houstonville.
Yep.
It's in that little valley dip.
And this little building right here is on that little road on the right there, Carpenter Creek.
Uh-huh. Well, it's actually, yeah. Well, I'd have to look at it better to tell you. But that's the direction of Houstonville, or through that little valley. Well, you're probably looking, if them hills weren't there, you could probably almost look right into it.
Next time I put it up, pointed that way, I'll go another 100 feet. I'm getting a little bit more confident now, so the problem with filming on these drones in less than ideal lighting is what I showed you the other day. That sensor it's on the bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't know to that sensor, there's nothing below it in the dark or less than ideal lighting, like what's in this thing. So sometimes it gets a little squirrely.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of makes me nervous because I'm so close to those trees, and I don't want to put it down one of those trees, and then I'd be a sad lad.
No, it'd be a situation that Black Hawk down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right in that little valley right there, to the right where you see it right there. You see that hill right there, where you got
Yeah.
that to the right of that hill on the other side. That's Houstonville because you have to look. It's blocking Houstonville a little bit. I can sit up on that ridge right on top of that knob to the left right there with a telescope, and I can look right down Main Street with it. I've done it before, years back. I could look right down Main Street.
Hey, Dark Paul. Oh, what's got in Dark Paul? Well, he's been sweet as I don't know. He's buttering me up, or he's just no. I don't know. He's a cat. Who can understand cats? I thought I did, but there's Carol. There's a Randall knows where I'm talking about. It's the other end of 906. Not even maybe 200 feet from where 78 and the other 906 start, right where they meet. If you go about 200 feet up that road up there, 906, on the right, there's a cabin that sits up on the ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, they must have a heck of a view up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I noticed that here a while back, and I was like, it almost looked like it was on the edge.
But yeah, you can sit up on that knob right there with a good telescope. Just zoom right into Main Street.
Yeah, Dark Paw's taking a bath right now. It's off to the right, off the screen.
Yeah, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that camera. I went ahead and ordered it today on that phone.
Yeah.
I went ahead and ordered it today.
Good.
I'll be able to get my drone out and play with it some because you notice how I worded that, didn't you? My drone out and play with it. Because if I left out the drone part, people would be making rude remarks about it, and I'm not getting no sound bites.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I think he had a great idea going to Parable Battlefield.
Yeah, I'll take you over one day whenever you get right there. It's a good flat open area, and you should be able to get really good stuff. I'm gonna take mine over there and fly it some too. Of course, each one of my batteries is on 15 minutes, so I'll have to time my excursions, you know.
It's a little bit longer battery life, but I'll tell you what, Randall, it don't feel like it. It seems like I just put it up, and it's like beep 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 beep.
Well,
really already?
Yeah, it's you get up in them high dollar drones that can last an hour. Like that one video, that one dude doing that range test, he had to have a bigger battery. It had because there's no way. That one that we was talking about.
Oh
He went
yeah,
that one at DJI Pro 4, I think it was.
yeah. Was that the one that put it in the water? Is that the one I was?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. You probably didn't see that one. Uh, he was sitting on that ridge, a little bluff, and took it out across that way, and he went across the highway and over top of a subdivision, and he was way out there. I can't remember how far he was, but it took him almost 30 minutes to even get there.
good grief.
And you know he had to have
Depending on what flight mode he had it on.
he could have had it set in settings different too, yeah,
Yeah,
where
because
where they using much juice.
yeah, don't. That's another thing too is pushing it and gaining altitude are the two that really suck the battery. Mine are 30 minutes per battery, and I only have one battery, but it seems like the more that I gain altitude, the more it uses the battery up. Just sitting up there's not too bad. It levels out, but when it's when you're, trying to, yeah, you go if you go too fast, that's when it starts eating the battery. And I've seen people doing that in these range tests, and I'm like, you could lose that, especially when it's over an ocean. Like that one poor guy, he lost his drone in the ocean. Just you're over water. That drone costs you a lot of money. Why? Uh, I
Well, I
just
take
don't
the chance
understand.
on it, you know. And some people are idiots. They just think well, I didn't buy it, so I'll just get another one.
Yeah,
My mommy will buy it for me. I got such a good mommy. She buys me what I want. Watch me crash it in the ocean. Crash! Oh, woe is me. No. Oh, they're fun. You just gotta know your limitations on them and not push it. Cause it's
some people got more money than they have sense.
yeah, a whole lot of them are just basically stupid to begin with. You put money in their hand and they'll just buy it for the most wasted, you know.
I wonder if I could. I bet I could find that guy's video again. I'll uh, I'll fast forward it to the fateful moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him no airtime because I just watched a funny moment of
He,
it.
it wouldn't hurt him either way. I believe I don't know if he's bought all this.
uh,
I got some. Well, I'm not going to share it on here because it was sent, private message. But uh, today, somebody went on a boat ride on one of those personal boats. They're kind of like a blow up boat.
mhm.
And they went to an old fort, and I'm not going to give too much of the information out, but when they were leaving, the Royal Air Force started doing. It was practically an air show. So it turned. I told him, I said, "Well, it turned out to be a really nice day for you. That was just a plus right there." And, It's just something you wouldn't expect to see when you're out there in the water.
It takes some hand-eye coordination more than anything. Good hand-eye coordination.
Here we go. I could play the oh my, your ads are so annoying. Try to be all hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me present arms. I want to play the first few seconds of the beginning.
Please check it on the map.
Oh, what did he think was going to happen? Him flying it out there in the middle of the ocean, water like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's just asking for it, dude.
And I'm going to see if I can. Let me find this spot here, because it's so ironic that a boat went by just before it went down. Had it just been a few minutes, if the battery held out just a little bit longer, that boat probably could have saved it.
I bet you the boat didn't even see it. Because it looked like he's moving along pretty good clip right there, that boat.
Yeah.
So I bet you they
see,
didn't even.
The coast is so close, man. I mean, that's the kicker of it. You can see the picture starting to degrade.
Yeah, boy, he's a pushing it, ain't he?
This is the one. This is the Mini 2. This is the one before mine.
What's his battery life look like? I can't see it on there.
It's at let me see, 11%.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, low battery. Oh my God.
Critical low.
I bet he's going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah, he's probably shaking, probably crapped himself. They'll land right where they're at. Because, for safety reasons, they'll land where they're at. And that's what it's doing now. That boat's long gone already.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the fateful moment. Forced landing in progress. Those are words you never want to read.
Very much, you might well just turn around, walk off, go back to the car or whatever, and cry.
If he has the insurance, then he probably already replaced it. TGI offers one, and there's a company out there that offers insurance release. They'll replace it, but you.
Well, no wonder they're pushing it to the limit, because they can get another one.
Yeah.
Well, that's logical. Yeah. If he made it to that little outcropping there, that little dock thingy, he's been the luckiest person in the world.
They did another one, and it was over water, and he got back home on 0 battery. And she's going down, Captain.
Oh, they're still sitting there trying to hover or something.
He's pushing up on the stick, trying to get it to stay in the air. Which is using more.
He's trying to, yeah. There ain't no saving that one, dude.
Right there at the very bottom, it says, well, I know it's in meters, but right here, it's telling you where it's going. So,
Oh, yeah.
height.
93 meters. Oh, you go. He's going to go in the water. Bye-bye. We'll get to see some fishies.
Oddly enough, it floated for a few minutes. You look at the pictures getting broken up and
They're pixelated.
that shows you the motors use more juice than the rest of it.
Nope, it ain't gonna make it. It's just about dead. Hello there, Wyoming Adventures. Hello there.
Hey, Wyoming.
Here we go. There he goes. He's trying to fight
It's in
it.
the water.
He's
Oh
trying
my
to,
God.
he's trying to fight it. He's going, oh God, no. It's over. It's in the water. Oh, what an idiot.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month.
Oh
for
my
a-
God.
He better have your insurance on it, because that's the only way I'd take a chance on it. I think if I get me one a DJI, I'm gonna put. I may put insurance on it, just for the hell of it.
What's going on, Wyoming Adventures? You good? Yeah. That was. I was just thinking, man. I hope I'm smarter than that.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have been with that. I mean, you could have fly yours a lot further if you wanted to. I mean, right to your west, or going towards right by Jeans there, you can fly it in that direction. It's pretty, you know.
Yeah, it's one thing to fly like on the coast. If you're
Yeah.
just 100 feet from the water, you're safe. You can get out of a situation like that. But when you fly straight out in the water like that,
Yeah, you're just asking for it, dude.
yeah,
I
it
don't
looks.
What I can't figure out is what in the crap did he think he was going to accomplish? What made him think that it wasn't going to happen? Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, Wyoming, I would have to say a DJI, but it depends on what you want to spend. And two, I don't know what our government's going to do, because they're trying to. Well, our government isn't trying to do it. There's this company that's stopped making drones for the general public, and they're trying to put a ban on it so that they can corner the market. So right now there's a bill. It's already passed in the House. It's not gone through the Senate yet. They want to ban DJI products, not just the drones. They want to ban a lot of their stuff.
All of it.
because it's competition. That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm.
DJI is it makes some really great stuff. I know it's a little pricey, but I don't know. I'm just glad I got mine when I did. I mean, I had no idea that some company out there was going to be so pathetic that felt like they had to. Oh, it's a security risk. Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you what's a security risk, and it is okay. Why don't we just ban our internet? Why don't we ban our Wi-Fi? Why don't we ban our cell phones? Because they all share information. So what's the difference between your cell phone selling information out there and a drone? I don't get it. They both leak information, so wow,
Yeah, just like you said, they're very. It's all. They want to corner the market. I mean, even DJI said that okay, we'll just take that feature off the app, and
yeah.
then there's no security risk. Oh no, that may not be good enough. Which I don't think it's going to pass. I really don't. You know.
Yeah, because I don't, and I agree with you, Randy. The reason I don't think it would pass, my opinion, is because we got first responders using these things.
Yeah, they use them for search and rescue and all kinds of other stuff. Well, mainly search and rescue, and you know, and a lot of them use that DJI because, and even agricultural places use it for spraying and everything. There's videos out there on it using a great big drones. You could almost ride on it, spraying with it. No, they're not. They're not going. They can't. They're not going to pass it.
And that would also, if they were going to ban one company, then they would have to ban all of the stuff coming from China. And they're not going to do that because despite us having, bad blood between us, our countries need each other. We need China's trade to keep things moving here in America. So to ban that, you'd have to ban all the products coming from over
Well,
there.
I'm all for American company putting out products the same as a Chinese company, but you got to have a level of competition there. So as you and you can't allow them to having a monopoly on it, because if you do, they'll jack the prices on it, and it's not fair.
Yeah,
Once you got 2 or 3 different companies out there putting out about the same product, it gives people a choice, just like cell phone carriers and everything else.
can you imagine everybody walking around with a cell phone that's tied to an Ethernet cable? I mean, it's just not going to happen.
They're not going to ban drones. That's not going to happen. They're not, and like I said, they're not going to pass this bill. They're not going to get it done.
What I would do if I was Wyoming, if he's serious about getting a drone, I'd get a DJI if you could afford it. Like a Mini 2 SE cost $279. Sometimes you can get a refurbished one a little bit cheaper. That's what I did. There's not a thing wrong with mine. It it does everything it's supposed to do. And it was refurbished. Well, they call renewed, but refurbished is the same thing as renewed.
Well, I know mine's not DJI, but uh, it'll do till I get around to getting me one. But it's got a pretty good picture on it. When we looking at it with your phone,
Yeah.
it looked pretty good. I don't know what it's going to do up there, but I've already flew it without a camera, so it flies pretty good. It's light. It's pretty light. I wouldn't want to get out there in very windy conditions.
Yeah, well, I even mine can't. I mean, we had 20-mile-per-hour winds after the storms left. I would not. No, there wasn't no way I was going to fly. The app said I could, but I was watching the trees, the tops of the trees bend over, and I'm like, nope, I'm not putting it up.
Well, if you see the top of them trees just moving just a little bit, it's too much.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't.
Because it might not be blowing very high on the ground down at your level, but you get up there higher, where it's probably really cooked, moving on pretty good up there.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely different. Definitely different up there. Once you put even a model plane, you put a model plane up there, it's gonna.
Oh, yeah, it'd be no way controlling it. That's when we go to the battlefield there, Barry. You're gonna have a blast. It's open field, dude. Open field, pretty much. We'll have a radio. We have to do a search and rescue mission. We can. But
Angel's Crafty Halo. Good evening, darling.
I just got mine for right now just to play around with it, and it's good for what it is. I don't know what the range of it is. I really don't, because it don't even say. They don't even say what the range is, so I have no. I may even want to do a range test on it. I like to have somebody with me. To
Spotter. Yeah,
and to just do a range test to see how far I can take it. See there, I know the ground I know the area pretty well there, so I know which direction I can fly it to and be able to find it if I have to. And two, I'm gonna go up Walmart and get me some that reflective tape.
Yeah.
And put on the top and maybe on the sides just a little bit, where it's easier to see. Easy to see, like if it landed on the ground or something, you'll be able to see it. But it's just it's just whatever person wants to do. If they want to get a cheap one just to play with it, to get used to it, and then upgrade from that, then you can do that.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did. I had two before this that weren't as blinged out as the DJI, and I had fun with them. They're fun. I don't care if they're $20 or $200. They're still. You get out there and have fun flying around. It's really a lost hobby.
I gave 70 some for mine, but it was original $100 and some on Walmart. But yeah, you don't have to spend no great money off the bat. You can just work your way up to it. That's just like any kind of hobby you want to get into. You want to kind of test the waters on it a little bit before you dive into it. It might be something you don't want to fool with, but it's pretty fun.
Now that's something I might grab. The price is right, and it's a 3 mile. You're supposed to make it visible up to 3 miles. I don't think I'll ever be that high up in the air, but if you lost it, it would help you find it. Well, you got a tracker. There's a tracker on all the DJI drones,
Yeah.
and it tracks you could track your drone down, but you have, oh, if you had a light to help you track it down. Someone else had something like it was like a tracker that beeped. So when you see it on your phone, the app, it shows where you are in relation to your drone. And so you could follow the map until you get pretty close to your drone and push that button on your phone, and the drone will start beeping, or that little thing will start beeping. And it tells, it's like a really loud, screechy beeping thing. And it helps you find your drone. Of course, if you find it up in a tree, you might be, you'd be like,
yeah, you may have to call the fire department or hire you a bucket truck to get it down.
Or just, if it's not a park, maybe chainsaw.
Yeah, cut the whole tree down.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that with my other situation. That was a pretty big tree. I didn't want to. Eugene say, somebody cut that big tree back there. Oh, I don't know.
I can't. Oh God, it's still up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I ain't been back there since I left it.
That's okay. I've got one in a tree out here somewhere.
It should be pretty damn easy spot though, come wintertime when the leaves are off. He sticks out like a sore thumb. Golly, that daggone thing. I don't know. It just went crazy and just went right straight. I wouldn't even know we're close to the trees. Is the problem? And it said, "Oh, there's a tree. I'm going to go nest in it like a bird." It thought it was a bird. And it went to nest in the tree. I tried moving. I was beating on that joystick like somebody giving CPR to somebody. I said, oh no. Just went there and this nest was right in there. I said, well, ain't that something?
A few years ago, you remember around Christmas time, Dollar General out here had 2 drones for sale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got the black one that kind of looked like yours.
Uh-huh.
And that's the one that's up there in the trees. I don't know where it's at in the trees, but it's up there somewhere around that shed. It might even be on the shed. I don't know, but it's somewhere out there. Oh, that thing did the same thing. I was sitting there trying to pull it back and everything I could think of. No, it said, I'm done. I'm flying this way.
And the battery was up good on it. But because I could see the battery on the battery meter on the phone, and it showed it was like 53%. And it just took a stupid bit. Just went right straight toward that tree. It's like, hey, I'm a bird. I'm gonna go nest in that limb. No, you're not a bird. You're not a bird. Yeah, it just seemed like it. Oh golly, I thought of several different ways of getting it down. All of which I didn't want to be embarrassed. And also I didn't want to pay out no money. I could got somebody to come back up, went back there with a bucket truck and got it down, but I'd have to pay him and I don't want to. And if I had a long enough ladder, if I had one of them really long extension ladders, I could have reached it. But I'd had nothing like that. Nothing. So, you know the rest of the story without me going into detail. I don't want to embarrass myself on your live. Anyway, I shot it. I was trying to shoot the limb out from around it with a shotgun. I was doing pretty good at it until I miscalculated, and all of a sudden, here comes something falling from the tree. It was a battery pack. It had little bitty holes in it. It broke that. It had a little bitty hole in that battery. Well, I said, well, I guess that was done.
Oh God.
You know, it had to. Well, no, it still could be in good shape. The battery pack is probably. Well, I know it's destroyed because I pitched it over in the ditch. The battery pack. You could shake it, and it was just like a rattler, a baby rattle. Yeah, you could hear it jingling around in there. The shot. Oh God, I felt so daggone stupid. I said, "That's enough. That's it. I've done ruined all I can ruin today. I'm just gonna leave it up there till for nature. So let it stay up there, and grow to that tree."
You get up there next year and there's like a branch growing through it.
Yeah, hopefully a tornado or something come through and blow it out of there. But I don't know. I was hoping for things like that.
That wind we had today, it's a wonder.
You know, it could be on the ground now, but I haven't went back there yet. I probably may just do that tomorrow, just to take a gander at it. But I mean, that drone itself, it flew good. It just took its stupid fit. I got plenty. I got some extra propellers I can replace any propellers that's bad. But anyway. Well.
It was crazy windy here. We had somewhat of a storm come through here, Wyoming, that was mostly lightning and wind. When we did get rain, it was like a light rain. I was like, okay, something's just totally wrong about this picture. It was really that there was more noise and wind. And then that went around us. Once it was done, it was just.
Yeah.
Next thing I looked out the window, I pulled the curtain back and looked out the window. I said, dang, the sun's shining.
Yeah, it didn't tarry around long. It's gone. But it is what it is on that. We'll get some rain. When the good Lord sees that we need rain, He'll give it to us. But like I said, I ate my first tomato out of the garden today. It was pretty good. Can't wait to get into that corn. That's what I'm wanting. I bet you that daggone raccoons are sitting back there and they can't wait to get into it. I'm gonna be waiting. Huh?
You know it. They're sitting there. They're taking notes.
Yeah, they're saying, yep, I see them tassels on top of it. It's about ready. Yeah, look at him sitting over there looking at his garden. He don't know that we're watching him too. we're watching. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of deer. I've seen 2 deer today. uh, off the field there, and one crossed the road, and one was off in the field. I seen three turkey on the side of the road there too.
Ah,
We was going around through the back roads and around, going to Perville and her sister's house and stuff. And took the back way around, kind of eased around through there. And it's a good thing I did ease around through there. I was running over, plumb over top of them turkey. They've been moving around. They just sitting there. At first, I thought they were ducks, but no, they were turkey. There's been bears spotted here in Kentucky too. Well, not too far from here, actually. I can't remember where they said they'd seen them out. It's not very far.
hey, gear riding.
I can't wait to get into my potatoes. They'll be about ready. My potatoes will. I'll give them about another 2 months, and then I'll be hitting them.
Here is a very sloppy video of today's, just before the storm hit.
Oh, that ain't sloppy. That's a good video. Natural. In me. Yeah, I was just we were probably halfway home when you filmed that. But it didn't. We ran into it. It started getting rougher about when we was coming through Butchtown, and that's not too very far. And, it looked pretty dark back there for a while, and towards the west. And I told her, I said, "Yeah, we're going to get a good little storm out of that." Oh, my brother-in-law was telling me down there today the horses there that's in their field there, it belongs to another guy. One of the horses, they're going to have to put it down because something that got in there to it and tore the whole back end of that horse all to pieces.
Oh my God.
It wasn't a bear, because bears do not do that. And it was a cat. A big one. He said he'd seen it on trail cam before. Cougar. It was a big one. They're going to have to put it down because he said, I didn't see it, but he was explaining to me, it just tore it back part of that horse all pieces.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was watching those clouds, just the way everything was acting. That wind is what was kind of bothering me. It just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, the problem with that storm, it was moving pretty quick. It was it didn't. I looked as soon as I got home. I looked at the radar on TV, and it's a pretty substantial cloud. I mean, yeah, it was a cat. We both come to that conclusion talking about it. And
hey, Brenda.
I didn't look at it, but he said it just tore. They're going to have to put it down. And you're talking about over there where they live at, them horses are high dollar, and they lose a horse, that's money. It's gone. And I seen them out there, them horses all the time when we go over. And so you never know where them cats is going to be at, dude. And especially after seeing all them other wildlife on the road going over there, that told me one thing is that they're looking for water and they're desperate for food.
Yeah.
and they're going to start. If it don't change pretty quick, they're going to start getting a little brave, and they're going to start hitting people's chicken coops and stuff. And I don't care what kind of fence you got protecting your chickens. If they want in there, they're going to get in there. You take, for instance, just a regular domestic cat. Look what they do in order to navigate an obstacle. Well, I don't care if you even got a top on it, your pen, outside pen. They'll jump right up there and ride that top down until they can get in there. Cats are smart. I'll find out more next time. Go back over whether they know for sure it was a cat, but the way he talked, it had been that cougar that was back there. They got it on trail cam before.
Mm.
They'll probably have to go back. They'll probably have to search for it and kill it because you take, if it's cattle or anything, that's money right there. Is lost.
Is it a show horse or a thoroughbred?
Well, no. They were riding horses, basically, is what they were.
Oh, yeah.
They riding horses, but they still pretty good, pretty high dollar, you know. Okay. I mean, things like that happen, but that's, you know, you don't expect a cat to attack something like that, but you never know when them things are lurking about. And like I said, and repeat myself, that unless the weather breaks, you're going to see a lot more of that too.
You drank that lemonade too fast. Now I got a heartburn.
You don't feel too bad out there right now. Maybe that rattlesnake was lost.
Just wanted directions.
Yeah, he's probably lost. He's not native to that. He's just lost.
Something we haven't seen. I haven't seen too many deer.
Well, them two I seen today was the first ones I've seen in 2, 3, 4 months. Well, 3 months anyway. Usually, about every time we go down there, we usually see some on the side of the road. But I don't know, but if that's a cat around there close, it's going to be back. You know, if it's done it once, it'll do it again.
The last deer I've seen over here was that doe that she was the only one I've seen. And she would pop out of the woods over here. She'd run between me and Jordan's place, and run over into that field over here behind Jean's house and then disappear.
Uh-huh.
Never had anybody with her, and that was last year, and I've not seen a deer since then.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna see them traveling too a lot more right now because as dry as it's been here, they're gonna be looking for water, and wherever there's ponds and what have you, and a creek, if it's got any kind of water in it at all, that's where they're gonna be congregating at. And
I hadn't paid much attention to dripping springs over here. Was that
I haven't either.
that was filling up, and then we've had a dry spell. I bet it's back to. It's probably not very deep now.
No, it ain't. No, it's not. None of them are right now. They got some water in them, but it's not any water that I want to go wading in because it's not running.
Yeah.
Some of it's stagnant in pools, and I wouldn't want to get in there, much less have any kind of injury or cut on my feet or anything. Because you, but yeah, it's got to be low. I know the rest of them are. Yeah. Oh Lord. But
I think I have to agree with you, Carol. I would stay out of the ocean just for the simple fact it's so polluted anymore. It's a shame, really. And they try to blame America for some of that pollution, but you have to look at it this way. You got the Pacific over there on the West Coast, and all that stuff that washed up on our shores, going all from the Baja all the way up to Canada, came from somewhere else. It didn't come from America. And yet you hear some of these, these big, they're kind of like Greenpeace, but you see them out there like, trying to blame America for it. I'm sorry, but that's not how the water flows. And I'm sure that we contribute some. I'm not going to say we're innocent. I'm sure America contributes some to that garbage in the oceans, but the reason I say that it comes from other countries is when Fukushima had their accident, where do you think that radioactive water and stuff washed up on our shores? Right there, along with all that plastic and bottles and things like that.
you think it may be what's wrong with California right now?
The radiation.
They got radiation poisoning. I think. I'll say it contributed to it. Yeah.
I'm not a activist or a tree hugger myself, but excuse me. I do have an appreciation for nature and what we got to hold on to and conserve it and everything, but this is just not America that's done a bad job of it. It's everybody.
Well, to me personally, I could care less about a spotted owl up there in the Washington State woods somewhere. I could care less about a spotted owl. But with that said, uh, we're supposed to be good stewards of this land. We're supposed to take care of it, not to worship it, but we're supposed to take care of it. We have dominion over everything, but that doesn't give us the right to destroy it. We're to be good stewards with it. But you've got these tree huggers that wants to protect the spotted owl or the blue-billed wally possum of the northwest Indies region of Florida or Wyoming or someplace like that. You hear it all the time. Animals you never did even think existed, and that's a little bit. That goes into a little bit of worshiping nature, and you're not supposed to do that. And you're supposed to be good stewards, and that's it. But yeah, I see what you're talking about, Barry. It's just so much. We got to have stuff to move along with. We have to mine to get minerals and stuff like that. We have to drill for oil because we don't want to be dependent on other countries' oil. And but at the same time, we should conserve it and restore it after we're done with it. But yeah, I don't know. I just know that I could care less about a spotted owl. I could care less. That's just me because I know I'm never going to see one. So why do I care? It's not going to affect my standard of living. you know.
Yeah, Dumber and Dumber.
Yeah. Yeah, they killed that spotted owl. Or, I can't remember how they done it, but it was funny.
Oh, turn that fan off. It's getting cold in here.
Now, with that being said, I do like nature. I don't love it. I don't worship it, but I do like it because it's part of God's creation. And every time I look at it, I'm looking at God's creation and part of Him. And to defile it is going against Him. And I'm not going to do that, but at the same time, I'm not going to worship it, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Of course, landfills can be managed if they're managed the right way.
People act like the daggone earth is alive. It's not. It's all made up of God's creation. And it's alive. That's it. Mother Earth and Mother Gaia and all this crap. I don't even want to hear it because it's blasphemy. And I've seen too much. Even the cartoons that you watch are bringing that crap up.
Oh yeah, you remember back in the 90s, Captain
Planet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. My kids started watching that, and I got to watching it too. And I said, "Oh, no more of this. You're not watching no more of it." Well, why? I said, "No." But yeah, I mean, shoot, Barry, like I said a while ago, I love nature. I like watching my cardinals and stuff right here. I got bird feeders and.
Hey, Washington State, what's up?
How you doing, Randall? Hello, Barry. Hello,
Bob.
everyone. Yeah.
Bob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very little stuff goes into landfill for my place, man. I take care of it. It goes right back into the ground. That's just how I do.
Well, that's only natural doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. My lawn is my compost box.
I'm glad you didn't say litter box.
No, I got arrested for that once, Barry. I was out there digging a hole. I shouldn't have been in the front yard, I suppose, but
yeah.
Well, as long as you learned your lesson.
I did. Getting bonded out, getting bailed out of jail is not cheap.
He learned his lesson, Barry, because from now on he goes to the backyard.
Yeah. Do not dig a hole and poop in your front yard. The neighbors will see you.
No, that's unseemly. That's unseemly.
Yeah,
you're pushing your lucker, Bob. That's very unseemly. Unless you had some kind of covering around you where they wouldn't know what you were doing, and you could get by with it, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I could
work
on something like that.
Mm-hmm. What's he doing over in his front yard? And he got some kind of protection covering around there. Then the next day you'll see it move to another part of the front yard.
Oh, Bob!
He'll be moving around. No, he'll be sitting behind that. Yeah, he'll be sitting behind that cover, and he'll be like, all of a sudden you'll hear something. Oh, Bob!
Yeah, that creepy old neighbor. Send her right into a breeding frenzy and jump my bones on the spot, man. No, I don't need none of that.
Yeah,
you don't want to be. You don't want that. See, that covering can go both ways. So they can't see you, but you can't see them sneaking up on you.
That's true.
You gotta think of it. You gotta be careful.
I just
have your wife on the front porch sitting there watching for you.
She's done
Hurry
that.
Up, Bob. Hurry up.
She has done that a couple of times. Sitting right there on the front. Yeah, when I'm out there cutting the grass Sunday afternoon, she's out there sitting there standing guard, keeping that old
Bob cuts his grass in Speedos.
Oh no, I don't need that. No. That'd be an open invitation to that drunken old pervert, Lord. Yeah.
Well, I had my run-in with the addicts today, Bob.
No, I'm sorry to hear that, Barry. I am. I've been through it. I know.
Beating and banging on my door like they were the law. All right, Brenda, have a good night over there. Thank you for coming in.
What happened? What happened there?
Oh, they don't have any water, and it's been so hot. And who's taking you to the store? How are you getting things from the store? Do you need a ride?
That ride will cost you. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, it's gonna. You'll pay for it, Barry. You know, her damn business how you get how he's getting things done.
Oh, if I wanted the world to know my business, I would put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much. Pretty much.
Hey,
Yeah,
Duncan.
when do you leave your house, and how long will you be gone? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boy. Yeah.
And I already had a rough night. I couldn't sleep very
Duncan.
well.
Yeah. What it was boiled down to, Bob.
Yeah.
I was me and my wife was sitting around here, and it was almost 9:30, and she said,
Mhm.
"Is Barry gonna have a live tonight?" I said, "I don't know. I'll holler at him on the radio." I thought he might have been sick or something. But yeah, I see he's sick now after putting up with that.
I mean,
does
these allergies are kicking my butt, but I'm not so bad off I couldn't do it live. I just, you know, when you feel that nap just pushing itself on you, you got to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think I was going to sleep till 9:30.
Nothing wrong with that.
Somebody beating on the damn door like they was damn cops.
That's upsetting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. I'm
not
sorry.
in the water.
I really mean it, Barry. I'm sorry that's happening to
Well,
you. I've been
Let's
through
put
it.
it like this, Bob.
Mhm.
I was telling Barry, I said, Barry, this is a good thing it wasn't me. And they done it to him. I would have been very nice to him.
Yeah, they won't come back again. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, that's why I had that revolver on my hip 24/7 in the last place we lived. I guarantee you, none of them came back again because they'd see a guy standing there with a 45 in his hand, and the word
had
gets
the
out.
nerve. Bob, they had the nerve to ask me why I'm so grumpy when I get up. You just got done beating my door down, trying to get me up so you could get some water.
You just said the creeks are full of it.
Yeah,
Beat it. Beat it.
I'll help somebody as long as I see they're helping themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Not someone who's helping themselves to my resources. That's not how that works.
That's kind of where I'm at with that one neighbor guy. He keeps wanting to borrow. It's like, dude, help yourself. You know, I'm not here to provide you with tools and parts and all. Beat it, you know.
I don't know.
There is a limit because there is good neighbors helping each other out. No problem, not a problem. But
oh God, Angel, I am so sorry.
Next time they come up there, Barry will just holler at me, and I'll roll in up there, and it's like I'm just coming to visit, and
should do that.
And I'll and I'll sit there and listen, and I'll have to say something to them and
get your phone on and record while they're over there. Yeah, they don't like to be on camera.
What you need to do, buddy? You just need to see it in that driveway, see how fast you can get down it.
Yeah, you guys should do that. Team up. Yeah, bring Randall up there as your backup. Like
I'll roll in up there and just act like I'm coming to visit.
Yeah. How many came to your house, Barry? One or more?
The mother and her son. And the camera doesn't seem to phase them, even though they're on it.
I hope they saw it at least.
I'm sure they did, because when it's recording, when it records, it's got two LEDs that light up on the front.
Good deal.
Angel, I hope you don't come down with the C-19. I really do, and I'll be praying for you.
Yeah, that stuff's going around. I've heard a couple of people got it.
Yeah, I'll go back to what you guys back each other up on that. They don't, those folks, I know how they are. They don't like somebody who's got backup. They don't like somebody who is armed and ready for them. But if you show up a couple times when they come up to your house, Randall, they will think twice. Water, come on, what the hell?
Yeah, they were fishing like me and Barry was talking about. He said they were asking too many specific questions.
Correct.
And
They're
trying to
looking.
fish.
I don't know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, I know how they are. They're very good manipulators.
It was one question after the other. Didn't even take a breath and wait for me to answer the first question.
Oh God, I wish I'd been there.
Just, how you get to the store? Who's taking you? Who's taking you to the store? How you? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I said, you sure have a whole lot of questions.
Good for you. Yeah.
I told him he needs to start. I know he hates to, but he needs to start getting real nasty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do too. Don't get me wrong. I hate to get. I don't like to get nasty with people. I try to help people, but there's some people you automatically just can't help.
Were they high, Barry?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably
what
not.
They're just looking. Yeah.
Just looking.
Mm-hmm. I'd had many encounters of them where I'd stand there in my garage door at parade rest, and I don't converse with them. I don't talk to them at all. Just stand there at parade rest. Don't move. Don't talk to them. With a 45 on my hip, and they're like, yeah, don't mess with this guy.
They could have been high, but I doubt it because they were talking about siphoning gas out of their RV so they could drive their car to the store.
Or you're, oh Lord. Okay.
Which didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I doubt that daggone old RV's got any gas in it. I doubt it.
Yeah, it's probably long gone by now.
And two, if they was going to get gas to go to the store, what was it going to use for money to go to the store with?
Mm-hmm.
If they were up there bumming.
Crazy folks.
So yeah, they was fishing. I would have told them point blank, none of your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do got to be nasty with some people.
I'd have been hateful with them. I've done it before.
I
put one going here, and put him going rough too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they see weakness, they are predators, and they see weakness, they'll come back, and they'll keep coming back.
I told him, I said, if you make the mistake of walking on this property again, they're going to be hauling you off.
Mm-hmm. Lord, people.
Yeah, you just got to, I don't know. It's just, I know it's aggravating as hell. I know it. But yeah, I'll roll up there.
I'm going to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll roll up there. All he has to do is just, have his walkie on him and just holler at me and say, can you come up for a minute? And then I'll automatically know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll roll up there and, and just make myself real known.
Yeah. They don't like it when they know you're not alone.
I'll sit there and listen to the questions, and I'll make sarcastic remarks and stuff. And I may even go as far as say, well, you do know that you're trespassing, don't you?
Wouldn't hurt, Randall, for either one of you or both of you to pull out your camera, whatever kind of camera you got, and record the event. It won't hurt.
Yeah.
Most of the folks that are into that are career jailbirds. They come from 2 and 3 generation of jailbirds, and they know the courts better than we do. They can turn some stuff around and get you into some hot water. That's what they do for a living. That's why I disowned my brother and sister when my mom passed away. That's exactly what they do.
Mhm.
You know, I'll sue you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's well, you know, his family is the worst kind of people to deal with.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's how they are. But these strangers like that bunch, they just think they can try to. If you give one little bitty inch, they'll take them all.
Yes,
Or try
sir.
to.
And they'll come back and keep coming back.
And I did it just like that old boy. I helped him out one time, and he kept coming back. And I was trying to be as very patient as I could. And then finally one day he caught me in a bad mood.
Not a good idea.
And he done it, and I think he was wanting some tobacco, and I gave him a little bit of tobacco, and as soon as I handed it to him there, I said, "You take this, and you dart back in my driveway again. They're gonna be hauling you out."
Hmm.
And I said, "You're not welcome here no more." Well, he didn't know what to think about that.
Yeah, that's how I haven't had to be confrontational with my neighbors here yet, but we don't talk anymore at all because
Yeah.
he saw me in the driveway yesterday without my headphones on, and I just looked at him and I gave him a wave like this. That's it. You know, that thing. I got to fix my son's car, and I need a metric bolt. That was like,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Well, I thought of you because you have a machine shop. The hardware store is just down the road, Jack. You know, I didn't think of the hardware store, but I said, if you can't find one, Tacoma Screw down in Kent, Washington's got them. I guarantee you they've got them. Oh no, he wants one for free. You know,
No,
beat
they
it,
all do. Yeah, they
beat
all
it,
do.
beat it, dude, beat it, beat it.
Screw that.
I think that's why the American Indian lady across the street one day when I got done cutting my grass, she called me over to talk for a few minutes. She goes, "Where you been, Bob? Haven't seen you around." But I don't know how close she is with those guys right next
Yeah,
door.
you gotta be careful. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
'Cause yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got to walk that fine line. I just,
And they,
I'm been in the backyard. I
but then
imagine.
again, you could use that to your advantage. Also, you could tell her something, and if you think it'll get back to them, then maybe she'll pack it back to them. Say, hey,
Yeah,
And then you'll
that's
know
true.
whether she's in cahoots with them or not.
yeah, and
Yeah, true. True.
if they get the message, they get the message.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you work it. And I've done
Yeah.
that before.
See what their network is. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've done it with my this neighbor. Of course, she's done moved off now. She sold her place her next door, and my one neighbor there, I don't have no problem with him. The more he gets these pit bulls,
Mm-hmm.
and before when we first moved here, they'd catch you out there. They'd try to come on, get you, boy. And I put
That's
up with
not
that
good.
as long as I did. And the sheriff's department said, shoot them if you have to. They come on your property, shoot them.
Yeah.
And I was ready for him. But anyway, we was over talking, and I told her, I said, got talking about that subject. And I said, yeah, if they come in my yard again, I'm going to shoot them. He won't even hesitate. Evidently, he must have got the message. She must have told him.
Probably.
And it wasn't too long after that, he put an underground fence.
Probably.
So it eliminated that problem. Because I know she was going to tell him.
Yeah, I just I'm hoping I don't have to go confrontational or anything like that. But
Yeah.
so far those headphones have been doing it just perfect.
We all hate. We don't want to cause no ruckus or anything, but sometimes
No, I don't.
you just gotta, when it becomes a mental anguish issue with you every time you try to step out the door, you got to put your foot down at some point. It's just
Yeah.
that,
constantly wanting to get something for free. And then the last time I tried to have a conversation with him was when I found out that Washington State took away the stand your ground law. I went over there and I was telling him, look, you can't stand your ground here anymore. You've got to think of something else if you have a problem. Oh, no. And he's telling me that I'm wrong. And I just, no. I was a hunter and they have to know the property lines. And I was like, and I just went, and
Yeah.
turned around and walked back to my house. We're done. Are you going to argue with me when I'm trying to give you some good advice that I just read off their website?
Yeah.
And then he comes back. Can I have something for free? Can I have something? I want to. I'm needy. Back off.
Yeah. No. I'm very selective of who I let borrow my tools anymore too.
Yeah.
So I used to loan people tools, and I'd forget who I loaned it to. I really would.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And
Stuff
it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Never
And
see it
after
again.
after that, I said, first one to come borrowed, I said, no, I'm not going to do it because, last one I let borrow something, they never did bring it back. And
Yeah.
two, I forget who I loaned it to. If you're good enough to come and borrow it, you're good enough to bring it back to me. So,
Yeah. I don't borrow from the neighbor. I don't borrow tools from the neighbors because I kind of think in a sequence. Okay, I need to do this event or this job. All right, I know I'm going to need these tools here, and go on Amazon or go to the hardware store and start getting this stuff rounded up. And the parts, that includes parts, whatever I might need, and then get after it. I don't depend upon the neighbors to supply me with anything.
the only thing I did borrow from somebody was I borrowed a guy's rototiller because when I started my garden this year, mine broke down on me.
Mm-hmm.
But after I was done with it, I delivered that sucker right straight back to him.
Yeah.
He didn't have to call me or nothing.
Yeah, I went back and talked to the Indian lady across the street about, I'm going to get a bunch of beauty bark delivered, and I checked back with her. I said, "Did you ever find that business card of that fellow that did yours?" And she said, "No, I'm sorry, I haven't found it." Okay. She says, "Why don't you hire a couple? There's a young man over here. He's home from university, and another one here. He's home. They're young, strong guys. That's what I need." She said, "Why don't you look into getting those guys to help you out with that and give them a few bucks?" Propose that to the wife. She said, "No, I'd rather keep this out of the cul-de-sac. Let's just hire someone.
Smart
Good
lady.
enough." Yeah, she is. Yeah, don't give them a way in.
Yeah, speaking of which, I still have your stepladder, neighbor. Just so you know.
Oh,
But he done left the room.
yeah. I'm gonna go check in on dinner. Mrs. is in there cooking up a storm. She got some new recipes, and she's in there just going at it, man. I don't know what she's
Awesome.
making. Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
Go on, cat. Oh. I ain't even been looking at chat. I forgot.
Today's the last day of June.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you probably need me to take you for a ride tomorrow, don't you?
Probably.
Well, we'll be leaving out here about 10:30 in the morning. 11.
It works.
I'll get with you at the wall. So, you probably, unless you want to ride with the other one.
No.
And if you want to ride with them, that's fine. Totally fine.
I don't want to ride with a drunk and an idiot.
You just want to ride with a crazy person.
Well, feel more at home.
Oh yeah.
Well, she said she's making a new spaghetti sauce, and she said she'll bring it into me. It was so cute, man. As she's in there singing songs and cooking like a little maniac, man. Ah. She said, I got this recipe from a Filipino chef. I said, you're a Filipino chef. You're my chef. Was she like that?
This may make a lot of noise, but I don't really care. Bring this fan in here and plug it up.
The wife threw a whole bunch of company policy paperwork into the burn box, and I'm making that into fertilizer, chop it up and everything, and I'm looking over this company policy BS, while I'm cutting it up. I was like, I do not miss Boeing. I don't miss those days.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Huh.
Now listen to these trains on the scanner, and these people, these engineers, they drive the train up to a certain place, they drop it off. Dispatch will get them a cab and drive them back down to Burnside, Kentucky, so they can pick up the next train and drive it up here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good money in that, son.
I bet there is.
Yes, sir. If
Yeah.
you can get in there, if you can get in with the train station there, and you get you a brand new vehicle, and you can make some yak.
Right on.
You're gonna be on the road a lot, but I tell you what, they'll pay good money.
Love your hat. Love that hat, man.
Oh,
I do.
yeah.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
I got two of them. I wore this one because it's got the vented in the back. It's cooler. It's got the vented back. You can see through it.
There you go.
What's that? Oh,
There you go, Carol.
There's the cats. There they are.
Just chilling out with Dad.
Mm-hmm.
but don't read in too much from the debate.
Oh boy. Here we go.
They're not going to let him. They're not going to let him
Is this
be nominated.
this
Yeah, because look at it. Look. Mainstream media have just about crucified him right now.
yeah,
That's not normal.
they eat their own.
Look what they've done in the last 4 years. Look what they've done. They propped him up. Now they're eating him alive.
Yeah.
That tells you, if that ain't a red flag, I don't know what is.
There's
I ain't stupid.
one fella here on YouTube. They're saying they're probably going to replace him, the during the Democrat National Convention.
Yeah, they're not
That's when
going.
they'll
No,
make
he's
the.
not going. He's not going to get the nom. No, he's not
Oh,
going to get the
look at that!
nomination.
Thank you, baby.
It's
All
going
right.
to be somebody else put in there. What?
Hello,
At this
Mrs.
point,
Well, Barry says hello, Mrs. Hello,
at this
hon.
point,
You gonna vote? You gonna vote for Joe Biden, hon?
It's a wonder she didn't slap you for that.
Yeah, take the dinner back. You know.
at this point, no matter who they put in there, it's not going to beat Trump. I'm just sorry to tell them.
Yeah.
Not
Even
after
if that man said,
not after that debate. No, it's done. It's over.
it's over. Yeah. She and I watched it.
They won in the election
Yeah, they did.
by doing that.
Yeah.
Well, that tells you right there, they know what they were doing when they put him up there.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly what they were doing. And that tells you also that they got something else in the works because none of that made sense. And I don't know how many people have said the same thing. None of that made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they didn't pump him all full of speed like they've done before. You know.
Well, it still didn't do no good. They pumped him. They pumped him with the stuff, but it just didn't work. Someone with dementia, their peak after a certain time of day, they start going in decline. Usually, it's between how was it? It's usually between
Sundown
10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yep.
Anything past that, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the sundown. When the sun goes down, it's it. And I don't care what kind of medication you got somebody in on, it's not going to work. It's going to be obvious.
That's
so I didn't watch the debate. I didn't, because I know what it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched the excerpts, from it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious that they meant to do what they done. Yeah, I will say Newsom's going to be it, but Newsom can't beat Trump. There ain't no way in hell.
Not unless they do a little shady business, then it'll be.
They're going to try. They're going to try it, but I don't think it's going to work. I think they really actually shot herself in the foot, and they were expecting a different outcome, but they didn't think it was. I don't actually think they thought that it was going to get that bad during the debate.
Yeah,
I didn't think. I think that they thought, well, maybe he'll cruise by it, and it won't be as obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, he did. Golly, it was actually pitiful. I mean, actually, I felt really sorry for him, really, because
me too.
I mean, because I've seen dementia people and elderly people like that, and they can't help it. It's just it's just, and to them to set him up on that sacrificial altar is basically what they done.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it makes you wonder. But I don't
Adult
know.
Protective Services should be called on all those maggots that surround him.
We think it.
Someone should call Adult Protective Services. They're taking advantage of him.
Well, they are, and I don't know. You can look at it two different ways. I look at it the right way. He wasn't my man back then, but still, I mean, he's an individual and a human being, and he shouldn't have been put through that, like a humiliation. They said he was actually humiliated, and that's wrong. That's just like going to a nursing home somewhere and picking one individual out and just take him out there in front of everybody in town and just making fun of him.
Well, he humiliated himself because he can no longer hide the fact that he can't put a sentence together.
Well, it's the people that's handling him. It's the blame for it.
Yeah.
they should not have never done that. But I don't know. We may be surprised at the outcome. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to make no predictions, but I'm really, unless it changes, I really don't think we're going to see an election.
Yeah.
Something big going to pop before then.
Could very well be. Well, they'll make sure something does.
I can't win.
Especially when it gets closer to, let's see, September, October. By October, if it looks pretty like Trump's got it, no problem. Watch them.
They'll light everything on fire again, like they did a few years ago.
It's going to be a lot worse than that.
Yeah, it could be.
Mm-hmm.
So how's that spaghetti, Bob?
They don't care. They don't care. They just seem to tear it down as to give it up. It's like a child. You get after a child and you get them mad and tell them they can't have something. Well, the others do something to get even with you. Well, if I can't have it, nobody's going to have it.
Yeah.
I don't like getting in politics too much because it's too aggravating, really. And I don't even though I'm for Trump, I don't watch much of his rallies. I don't because
He's rotten, is what he is, Wyoming.
That hand no longer belongs to you, Barry.
No,
you have
no.
lost it.
Got to cut it off now.
Mine would like to do that if I would let them. They would be right up in here right now. But they're on the way. Know where they're at. They're somewhere.
That's right. He'll clean himself for a minute and he'll lay right back down on my hand.
Yeah. Well,
He's
you don't
got-
need that hand no way.
Yeah, I did. I got another one anyway.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, I'll just fall back on politics for 1 second here. I go to lives from Filipino ladies' lives here, and they're usually international people there, and they always want to start in on me or another American, blah blah blah, the Europeans and the Australians, and blah blah blah. And I just tell them, you know what, guys, I need to remind you, no matter what DC does, if DC disappeared off the face of the earth, I'm still going to get up in the morning and go out in my backyard and do some gardening.
Yeah, my life still goes on.
My life still goes on. Yeah.
What happens?
Nothing I can do.
What happens beyond?
I'll have to argue with them on that. Mm-hmm. I would say, especially in people from Australia, I'll say, I tell you what, y'all got a lot of room to talk. At least we ain't so communists like y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically communists. Look how they treat their people over there. But if they want to go that route, I'll get in there and hurt their feelings. But no, we can't control what they do up here in Washington.
No.
We have no control over that.
This little box right here, that's what I can control. Yeah,
that's it. And on and off button.
Yeah.
On and off button. That's that's how I control things. But I don't know. You gotta do it. I don't. They don't understand. See, what them other people from other countries about the United? They don't understand how the United States is run. They think they're just because their country is a shithole, they think everybody else is too.
A lot of his envy.
Yeah, we can't help it if they were stupid enough to give up all their boomsticks to the man. If they're that stupid, I mean that's their problem, not mine. But don't criticize me, not what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's kind of how I had to put to the international folks. Like, what do you want me to do about it? And then they'll go after me about Boeing. Oh, Boeing this and Boeing that. What do you want me to do about it?
I don't work there no more.
Yeah,
What do you want me to do?
Well, what about that airplane? What about it? What do you want me to do about it?
There's
I'm
over
retired.
there's over 100,000 Boeing aircraft in the sky right now, fly over
Right
our
now.
heads. And you know, something
Uh-huh.
every once in a while, something's gonna go crazy and it's gonna fall out of the sky.
It does happen.
I'm sorry, but the old saying goes that what goes up must come down. Sometimes that's not such a good thing, but it happens. Oh my God! But you can't blame a company. What after that jet leaves Boeing and is sold to, let's say, American Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
It's American Airlines baby then. Now, Boeing, I'm
Yes,
sure,
it
has
is.
some
Yeah.
deal, where they might help them. Like, oh, I need a new Springer on what's it. So you order it from Boeing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
Yeah.
it's just like when you buy a car, a truck, a van. You bought it. That's your baby. Unless, of course, you got a brand new one. It's got a warranty. But that warranty is only so good,
Mm-hmm.
warranty
And just for
years.
so long.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just
Yes, sir.
ridiculous. People just don't understand that.
Well,
Yeah. They see an American sitting there.
they think he knows it all. Thinks he got all the answers.
Yeah. Yeah. They see an American sitting there, and they're filled with envy because we have a much better life than the Europeans do. We really do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you guys are all a bunch of fuck up, blah, blah, blah. It's like, once again, there's nothing I can do about it. So why don't you do something about it?
Yeah.
You should do something, not me. You do it. You don't like it? You do something about it.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. You sit there and watch BBC and all that Sky News.
Yeah. See, over in England, they only got like 4 or 5 channels they're allowed to watch, and even them, those channels are licensed. They get by license to watch
They
TV.
they have to buy a
That's
license to watch TV.
And
All that TV is.
I would have to say say it right straight to their face. Listen, when you go clean up your own country, then you can tell me how to do mine.
Bingo. Yeah.
And if it hurts their feelings, oh well. Sometimes we gotta have a pooch mouth or once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you was a kid growing up and you wanted a toy or a piece of candy and your parents said, no, you can't have that right now. And you got old pooch mouth and cried and stomped off, oh well, you got over it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what them little, well, I'm not going to get started.
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I know what you're talking about, Bob. It's just a bunch of bull crap. It's jealousy, and
Well, it's a good thing about the Filipino channels that I go to on their live. Usually in the morning, those ladies are pretty brave. They'll just tell them, shut up, stop it, and just get the politics off the channel. Shut up, Or they'll get on the microphone. They'll start singing karaoke and block it out.
At TPG, I think am I pronouncing it right? I've watched her every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I got her.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were doing the other day. I watched yesterday or day before yesterday. They were playing karaoke or dancing or whatever.
Yep.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just caught part of it. But yeah.
She is a solid lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice country girl.
All them people would take care of their own countries, then they'll have a full-time job. Yeah,
I remember I was talking to her on Facebook one day, Tippet, and she was over there with a pump on a water pump, watering the okra. She got rows and rows of okra, and she said, "Hello, Kuya Bob. How are you? How's your wife?" And I'm just fucking solid little chick, man. I mean, she's pumping water and talking.
Yeah.
That's a country girl right there. She's tough, you know.
You know,
Yeah, you all saw some of the videos how they do farming over there, man. That ain't easy. That's how she grew up. That's why I respect her. You know,
you know,
I think her family's got money from she landed, and I think she's got money. You know, in comparison.
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you know, I hate to beat on them people over in England, but I will. They seem like they got a mark on us, like we should be able to take care of our government when they sit right there, got cameras on every corner, and they can't even fart unless the government knows who done it and how much methane they put out. And you know, them trying to tell me, okay, you know, funny.
Yep. Yeah. I think the best thing I can usually say is, "This is all I can control right here. My little house.
Yeah.
Take care of my family. Take care of my little home. You know, that's it."
Hey, welcome in from Louisiana, KP Heathen.
Hello, KP.
And to be fair, there are people over in the UK who they're like us. They're savvy. They know what's going on.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah.
They're like us, so there's just not very many of us around, is there?
Yeah, it's just there's not that many of them, but it's like you're. Yeah. But you still got to put them in their place. I mean, you got to tell them it's like it is, and you know, hey, don't blame me. It ain't my fault. That's why I couldn't argue with them.
Yeah.
There's no sense of arguing with them. Just tell them it's like it is and let it go. Because they got their own belief system. They're going to believe what they want to anyway, just like anybody else. And there's nothing in the world that's going to change it. Why try? A lot of people, they look at me and they on here and they think, well, he's just nothing but a butthole. No, not really. The ones who know me know what I'm at, who I am, and that's all matters. That's just like anything else we do. Can't please everybody, and ain't such trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that little lady Filipina we were talking about a moment ago, Randall, Tippet J. You know, the Western women, you know, how can I lose weight? Oh, I've got to take this special diet and all these pills. And then like, you go watch that little Filipina out there pumping water, you know, that's how you lose weight.
If they get out there and do what they're doing, then and eventually they're gonna slim it down there.
Yeah. And you see a lot of her videos where she's out having a morning walk. Go out there, walk for a couple miles, come back home, then go out on the farm. You know, that's how you stay slender.
You get them sweat glands to working.
Yes, sir.
Sweat that out. Doctor told me, he said, you need to exercise more. I said, well, I do exercise every day. I never sit on the couch all day. I'm always out doing something.
Yeah, me too.
And it may not be the Planet Fitness exercise, but I guarantee you I get as much or better results by the end of the day. What little time I can stay with it.
You're not trying to impress nobody, you know.
No. I can't stay with it all day. I'll tell you that right now. Not like I used to, but I can't.
Yeah, same with me, Randall. I'm over 60.
And
So,
especially with
you
this
know,
heat like it is now, I can't get out there. I've done it twice this last month. I got one day it was real hot and overdone it, and I was sick.
yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
And my body said, "Hey, you need to
Well,
stop."
I don't know if we're going to get a summer this year. It's warm today,
Well,
but
we've got ours.
well, I tell you
Hey,
what,
Barry,
fellas, we'll
Yeah.
have 2 sunny days in a row. That's
you
it.
want
The
some?
rest of,
You want some of ours?
send it here.
You want some
Send
of
it.
our
I
heat?
want it. Yeah, yeah, send it here.
Barry
Yes, it's
bottling
like
some up.
all my flowers are not, because it's just not enough sun. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
we'll get two sunny days in a row, and then it'll rain for 3 or 4 days off and on, and dark clouds and shadows, and it's
Oh,
like,
be quiet. You rubbing
well,
it in now. We wish we
uh,
Yeah.
had. We wish we had some rain.
mhm.
We got a little shower today, but
Yeah, big storm. That's all. All it was noise and wind, and then you think, oh, it's gonna come a downpour. And here it was this little gentle rain. And you're like, really, really, is that all you got?
now
Lord.
to be in defense of it. Now, before it got to us here, now it was storm. It was raining pretty hard over where I was at heading home.
Yeah.
But as it got closer to here, it started getting weaker and weaker.
Oh, I was outside when you guys were talking about how that cougar tore up that horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet you the cat's also drinking right out of the same uh, water source that the horses have.
Well,
That's one of the reasons why they're around there.
there's a lot of ponds around there too, but
Hmm.
they're looking for food too.
Hmm.
That cougar has been spotted once before on my brother-in-law's trail cam. He spotted him once before back last year, and when he was telling me about it today, and like I said, I didn't go down and look at it because it was in the barn, but he said it just tore at back of the horse all two pieces. It was just like the way you described it, just tore big shreds out. And they're like,
Yeah.
they're going to have to put it down. What they said.
Well, once he got that taste of blood and he knows
Yeah.
where to find it again, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, he'll be
That's
back.
just
I
it.
guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's just in their nature. They're just doing what they got to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, almost every year in this area here, Washington State, somebody gets killed and eaten. Almost every year, or mauled, terribly mauled. They're nothing to mess with. They are very dangerous. It's usually these bike riders that go out on the mountain bikes out on the trails
Yeah.
in the Cascades or in the Olympic Mountains.
Mhm.
Wham! Those cats seem to be drawn to a bicycle. I don't know why, but every summer somebody gets taken out.
Because it's
Well,
not moving very fast and doesn't make any
Mhm.
noise.
you know, you would think immediates would have better sense than to be up there in country
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
bicycle.
hmm
And
yeah,
what made them think that was not going to happen at some point?
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You
When
know,
they got bike trails in the suburbs, and they got bike trails in the cities and all that. Stay there. All of us who grew up here know that it's cat country. Stay out of there, unless you're armed and you are not alone. Then you can go up there.
We have bike riders come through here too.
Mm.
all that cat sees coming through her is a good tasty meal in tight spandex shorts.
It's,
Yeah.
To him, it's just like peeling a banana.
it's like DoorDash. It's like DoorDash delivery. Hey, look at there, my lucky day.
Man, they wheeled that nanner to me. He's a fat one, but he'll be all right.
DoorDash. Hey.
Yeah, come on, how stupid can people be? Stay the hell away from places like that on a bicycle.
Well, yeah, all of us who grew up here in the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, you don't go up in those mountains unless you got at least one person with a shotgun
Well, yeah.
and another person with a sidearm, and that's how we did it. We just grew up knowing that there are carnivores out there and there's also people out there that,
Yep.
go out there armed, carry a pump shotgun and or a sidearm. You have to,
It's
or
just like people doing these stunts and everything on these motorcycles and different things.
Mm.
And I seen one today where this guy got hurt, all his bones broke real bad on bull riding. Bull riding.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
what made him think that wasn't going to happen at some point?
Mm-hmm.
And B dog, he gets healed up and gets back on the damn thing and does it again.
Oh, those guys.
I mean, how stupid can you be? I mean,
that stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. A fella
right,
down the street.
Let me just say this real quick. Conservative living and democratic lifestyle. Thank you for passing that along, and we appreciate Gear still running us. Okay, go ahead, guys. I just wanted to shut that out.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Sorry.
Barry, you can't do that. You caught me off guard now. I'm going to rehash it.
I know. I didn't know how long they were going
to. I'm going to make up something else now. Oh, we talking about bicycles, wasn't we?
Yeah, knuckleheads on bikes out in the mountains.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
It's just like anything else. You go asking for it, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
and don't cry about it after it happens.
Last year, I'll give you an example how foolish some people are. Last year, the neighbor lady, back when we were on talking terms, she was going to go camp out with her and 3 other ladies in the Olympic Mountains, and they're going to go hiking or whatever. And I said, "Do you have any? You going to take a weapon with you?" No. I had a can of bear spray, and I've got bear spray that goes in with a holster on it, and I handed it to her. Oh no, we won't need that. There's 4 of us. I said, take it, please. Take it.
Bear don't care if it's 10 of you.
Yeah, to have at least one person in your party put this on their belt at all times. You take it. Oh, okay. Like. That's another one who's got victim written all over him, Yeah.
They probably use it as deodorant.
Oh.
Mosquito
spray.
I think they'd only do that one time.
They'd be like this.
Yeah.
It ain't getting rid of mosquitoes.
That's like cutting open a habanero pepper and then spreading it all over your eyes and going, I can't believe it burns my eyes.
No, you don't want that. No. You won't do that twice.
I mean, it's just
slowest runner loses.
That bear don't care if that bear was going to get you. He don't care if it's 20 people in your group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cats are smart when they attack a group of people because they go after the smallest one.
Yeah.
It's usually a child or an elderly person, someone who's small and weak, and they go right after them. Yeah. Well, back when I was a young man, we didn't have stuff like that bear spray. It just wasn't available, but we did have shotguns and pistols, so that's how we did it,
It depends on how pissed off that bear is, whether that bear spray is going to work or not.
Yeah.
Really.
You better put it right in his nose.
He's not going to care.
If he's...
Yeah. You better be a good shot, too. You better aim right for them eyes and those nostrils.
Well, I'll tell you a quick story about 3 or 4 years ago when we're still living over in the old house. 2 guys from New York were riding bikes up in the mountain trails. Yeah, New York. They probably Microsoft engineers or something, and
probably
they got attacked by a cougar, and one guy got severely mauled, and then the cat got off of him and went for his partner and tied into him. So the guy who got mauled was able to get on his bike and get out of there and get help. And by the time Fish and Game or county sheriffs got there, that cat had drug over a 200-pound man way off into the bushes and was eating him. And when the law came up on that cat, it wasn't going anywhere. He still
Wow.
kept eating him, you know. So this guy was over 250 pounds, big guy. And yeah. No, we don't need any pepper. You don't need any bear spray, Bob. There's 4 of us. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need it. Yeah, you do. Shut up and take it. At least I can say I did my part, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sleeping right on the edge of the table.
Don't be poking the hornet's nest unless you want to get stung.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I'm a suburban guy right now, but I grew up out in the country and spent my young adult life out in the mountains, fishing for cutthroat trout, hunting for grouse and pheasants and ducks and deer, elk, all that stuff, you know. But I was a lot younger back then. I could pick up a hunting rifle and carry it for miles up those mountains. Didn't bother me back then. Yeah, definitely firearm.
Took a little bit of that for it to sink in there. The hinting was bouncing around it, but they finally caught on.
What do you mean?
On the hinting.
Mm.
Oh God. Holy crap.
Has any of those foxes gone after your cats yet, Barry?
God, I hope not. No, I don't think they have. They're all accounted for.
Okay, good.
You know, I do keep my eye out for the foxes, and you know, it's
Yeah.
If you got any kind of pets, you have to worry about it, but mostly the foxes like the cats because they're
Yes, they do.
the size. And
that was another thing he was telling me. That the sister-in-law was telling me that they had about 4 or 5 cats, and something killed every one of them.
That'll do it.
And they found one, and all they found was a head.
oh my God.
There it is. Yeah.
So it either that cat done it, or it was Coyote.
Oh, that's a nice picture. Yeah.
And 2 I don't know if it got the kittens or not, but 2 of them did have kittens. And we was gonna get one of the Siamese when they got weaned, but I guess that's out of question.
Yeah, Duncan. Everything wild like chickens. Man, they'll get after your chickens in a heartbeat.
Oh, they'll wipe them out. They'll wipe them out. Oh yeah,
I mean, I've lost a few cats. I don't know what happened to them, and
yeah.
So,
but when they talk, the way they talk, this happened within a span of a week. Every one of them.
Was that nearby your home? Was that close by?
My brother-in-law and them, their place. They're about 20 miles from here or something like that.
Here in the suburbs, the coyotes live everywhere now. but you can hear them following the river down out of the mountains, and they come into the suburbs. And yeah, I've heard them more than
Yeah,
once. Yeah,
we hear them here a lot.
yeah. Next thing you know, you see signs up on telephone poles: missing dog, missing cat. Well,
I got a pretty good idea what happened to that.
I got a good idea. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's not going to be a pleasant story if I tell it to you. You know,
Mhm.
Let me draw you a picture of what happened.
and it's just it comes with the territory. You live in the country, you better expect things like that.
Yes, sir.
Well, it was their territory long before man got here.
That's a fact. They're just
Yeah.
doing what comes natural to them.
Places like Kentucky where wildlife is almost as prolific as humans. It's
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
We're just about over. They're just about running over top of us here, basically.
But among the herd of human beings, we got predators among them too. How much? How do you get to town, Barry?
Who
I'm
takes
so
you?
Yeah.
I should have
That's one of
said.
them right there.
I should have said. You wouldn't believe it, but this drop dead gorgeous brunette, beautiful green eyes, comes over here, long flowing black hair. She comes over here with a big smile and just waits patiently for me to come out of the house. And she got that air conditioner running in the car. Well, I tell you what, I got it good when she comes over. Yes,
I get my cake and eat it too.
There you go.
I
get a ride to the store, and I get a ride after I come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I get special delivery.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a cool thing that's gonna go on tomorrow. I go to that one coffee shop, and I'm friendly with the girls. I flirt with the baristas. I do, and no, not me. No, not me. Yeah, but one of them, we're going to get together tomorrow at 2:30 at the coffee shop because we hit on the topic of some paranormal, and she's a Comanche Indian, and I believe she lives on one of the nearby reservations or grew up most of the time on one of the reservations around here. Well, that should be interesting because she's trying to work, and I'm talking to her just a little bit, and I said, hey, here's my email. Here's my email. Email me, because we both had experiences with the Sasquatch, and here's my phone number and my email. Let's talk. And she goes, well, how about we meet here, Sunday or Monday? I'm off work. We'll meet right here and we'll talk about it. I said, good enough. Because it's difficult to find people who will take you seriously if you talk about ghosts and talk about Bigfoot. But she grew up on the reservations out in the mountains, and I told her very briefly, I said, that's the problem. I have no one to talk to about this stuff, because when I tell people around here that, these things are hard to see, and on and on and on, she goes, that's because I haven't spent any time in the woods. So you're the girl I want to talk to, so I'm going to bring my camera just in case. Might be okay if I can get a video of an American Indian's experiences with ghosts and all that, Yeah.
That was a hypothetical situation.
Yeah,
I really don't have my ride is up here on the screen right now. It's
evidently somebody's not paying attention to the what's going on.
I swear it was a hypothetical.
I know exactly what he was talking about.
I'm being sarcastic with the fact that they were, asking so many questions about who picks you up, takes you to the store,
My God.
Trust me.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Pay attention.
Mm,
I
try to
almost
keep
got in trouble.
try to keep up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll make some juicy YouTube rumors. Bob's got a date with a Comanche Indian tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
spread that
that'd be
around.
like,
Yeah. Ooh, yeah,
be careful.
yeah,
You might get scalped.
yeah, yeah. I'll remind her of that. Yeah, you're gonna scout me, before we have coffee or after.
Are you going to tie me up in your teepee?
Mm. Come here, girly girl. Mm.
Are you going to do a powwow? Are you
Mm.
going to have a powwow?
Yeah, one advantage though, she knows I'm married and all that stuff. Knows the reputation of Filipino girls if you mess around with their husband. Women know about that stuff. Now it should be a good conversation because I can't talk about ghosts with my wife. It freaks her out. Period. You know, it freaks her out. She just says, hon, the church says that you don't want to dabble with that stuff very much. Stay away from it. And then she just like end the conversation. I don't want to have them pick up on okay, I got it. I get it.
I don't know.
And she's right. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with that stuff because you think
She and I did. Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
you walk away from it unscathed, but it has a habit of teaching to us.
Hey, I tell you, last time we were overseas, and that niece of mine that was getting fresh with me, one day her mom saw that she had an attachment on her. Her name's Jin Jin. Jin Jin, I saw something hanging onto her back when she went into the other room, and I waited till the family left the house, and I went around there and all I had was cigarettes to smudge with, but I rang a gong and all that stuff, clear the house out, man. No wonder why she has behavior problems. She's got an attachment on her, man. Yeah, you do got to be careful with that stuff. But yeah, I was trying to talk to that young lady when she's working, and we'd get into a little bit of a conversation, and the customer would come in and she's got to go attend to the customers, and like, well, let's get together someplace, let's get together. I want to talk to you. It'd be interesting to see what kind of paranormal behavior that she's experienced on the reservations, because I'm really not allowed on the reservations. That's by invitation only to go on the reservations. It's well known around here. Just that's their property. Stay the hell out of there, white guy.
Yeah.
I hope she'll let me record some of it. It'd be a good thing to. Well, I'll ask her. I don't know if she'll go for it or not, but.
Good night. Who's going to bed? Oh, good night, Carol. Hope you have a blessed day tomorrow. I'll call it pretty soon. We got, you say about 10:30, Randall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it because I haven't had my supper yet. I went right into Randy called me on the radio, and I realized that after he told me, asked me about the live, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's 9:30 already. And
Said you gonna have a live tonight?
yeah.
Oh.
So I went right. I didn't even think about getting anything to eat. I just went right to
Yeah.
setting up the live stream.
Well, I didn't know that. I would have turned off my camera while I was eating.
Oh
Oh,
no,
that.
it's not a big deal.
Mm.
I don't have much of an appetite when it's hot. Now that it's cooled down, I still don't have much of an appetite, but I still have to eat. Hey, Gear Guiden,
Hey, Gear.
I'm glad you were listening in. I appreciate you running our live stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys be sure and send that YouTube rumor around that Bob's messing around with a Comanche Indian girl. So that'll make some good rumor mill.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I want you to get. I'd hate for you to forget that you said that and come back and go, why are you spreading rumors about me, Barry? What's wrong with you? I thought we were friends.
Well, among the Filipinos, I spread a rumor around about myself. I said I'm a serial killer, cannibal, lottery winner, necrophiliac with syphilis.
Huh.
That's my
With
rumor.
syphilis. With syphilis. Okay.
With syphilis. Yeah, you got to end it with syphilis. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a the basement thing,
Yeah.
and
I can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Necrophilia, that's just, no, yeah.
We got into that discussion last Sunday, didn't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yes.
I got some flack over that. So, it's
Well,
not,
I got accused. I did too, and I wasn't even involved in it.
it's not
Oh,
good.
God.
It's better we don't go there.
Give me flack. Go ahead. You won't like what comes
No,
back.
no. I don't want to give anyone any flack. I'm just saying let's not
Yeah.
go there.
But yeah, once in a while, one of them Filipino girls will say, "Oh, I've heard of you. You're Bob the Cannibal." Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Now you can say that. Yeah, I'm fooling around with a Comanche Indian.
Yeah. Bob said it.
What's your life, Bob?
It's recorded.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's ingrained in the YouTube library now.
Go ahead.
Too late now. You can't take it back.
No, sir. And I don't mean to either.
No, he's in for the long haul, evidently.
Yep. Make some good rumors. There we go.
And not only that, but let's go back to my little visitation today. They asked about him. That's big guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to sleep under the tulip tree out in the driveway because the rocks are cool.
Okay, makes sense.
And they were like, "Why your cat's laying in the road? Why is your cat laying in the road?"
What's with these people?
Seriously, what kind of question is that? It's not dead. It was alive. It was moving around. It was, meowing at me today. It's not,
Cat's gonna sleep where he wants.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. If he's happy there, leave him alone.
But I know sometimes he gives Randall a little trouble when he's trying to get up the driveway.
Yeah, I can fuss at him.
He eventually moves.
Mm-hmm. He will.
He looked back at me like, what do you want me to do? Get out of the road for one thing, cat.
Yeah,
exactly, Wyoming. No common sense. Did they also ask you what kind of toilet bowl cleaner you use? And how much does it cost?
I was said you can't make dope out of.
They should have asked him what was his last bowel movement and how was it? How was
it? That'll be next visit. Yeah.
What it smelled like? Was it?
And do you have any extra toilet paper? We're out of water and toilet paper.
They would have been SOL on that because I'm on my last roll. I'd have been like, yeah, well, you could have the used.
Or be really disgusting, Barry, and tell them I don't use toilet paper. I just leave it right where it is. I'll just leave it right
well,
there.
I just use my socks. I don't have no socks. I use them all.
I'll just use socks. Can I have your socks? You got two of them.
I don't think I'd want to put their socks on my butt. You probably would get syphilis then.
Syphilis of the anal region.
Oh
Yeah, you
Lord.
probably get like jock itch, syphilis, and athlete's foot of the anus.
Angel brings up a good point there. It's weird that they didn't bother before. Now all of a sudden they're concerned about you and your animals.
Yeah.
Well, they're just trying to fish. They're just trying to fish and try to see what they can get from you, as information.
Yeah. That's
just trying to break the ice.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that neighbor of mine. He's just trying so hard to get inside my house,
Yeah.
I'll cut your grass. Get out of here, dude.
He wants to borrow a screw.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I don't let them in my house.
Yeah.
I do not let them in my house because then they'll be looking around to see what I got.
Oh God, that'd be the worst mistake you ever done.
I'll come back home. I won't have nothing.
Barry, it's called inventory. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. Yeah. I was, this summer I was gonna have some of the neighbors come over, but after all this sexual harassment stuff and all that, no, you're not coming. You're not coming here. No. You're not coming in here.
What I own isn't a lot, but I budgeted for all that stuff.
Me too. I earned it all, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
Same here. It's mine. It's not yours.
They really don't understand that. Of course, they had to kiss everything away for dope.
Hmm.
They have no concept of things like that. But they will.
Yeah, you two should get a system down. Get on the radio and call.
Next time they come up again, all he has to do is say, "Could you come for a minute on the radio?" And then I'll be right up there.
Good enough. Yeah.
I'd roll in up there like I was just coming to visit and just hang around there like a leech on a wall.
Yep. Show that you guys have both got some backup,
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of, what's that? Oh.
I hate how those power lines are run back there. One thing I wish.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bounce off, guys.
Yeah.
Go check on Mrs. and all that. Good talking to you again, guys.
All right, we'll see you later.
Peace out now.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah, it is Wyoming. It's actually taken from a panoramic. So it will take panoramics and globe like a global. It's hard to explain, but they can make it into a globe. It's like an interactive thing. You slide your mouse across the screen, and the whole thing will move around. But that was one of the pictures out of it, and I just saved it because the rest were washed out. I had the shutter settings too high. I let a lot of bright sunlight in there, washed it out.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll get ready to head out of here.
Yeah, I think it's a good cutoff spot right here. And yeah, I want to thank everybody that came in, and hopefully next Sunday I won't be taking a nap so late in the evening, and we'll be back on 9:30 Eastern time. And you guys share us out if you don't mind. Share out Kentucky Goblin as well. And everybody have a good night out there. Thanks for coming up, neighbor.
Well, we'll see you later. See you in the morning.